Mickles, boy, you killed it up there on stage. They put you guys through the ringer on the posing. Talking about being a competitor, being a coach, being a head judge. I mean, we interviewed Sunny just a little bit ago, and you brought her to tears. You don't even know you did. But talk about what that feels like to compete and be a coach at the same time.
It's actually an honor. It's an honor to be able to serve my clients that trust me with their plan. I never thought that in a million years that I'll actually be not only competing on the world stage, but actually leading other competitors on the world stage. So glory be to God for the opportunity, real talk.
Yeah, and to me, one of the most impressive things was, I walked up to you and I was like, hey, come get an interview. And you're like, no, I got to do it with my athletes. You're sitting there, you've just come off stage, you're drenched in sweat, and you're holding bands. You got your athletes getting pumped up, ready to go on stage. I mean, that to me is just so selfless, and it's very incredible to see somebody do that.
Everybody know I'm a devoted Christian. So If you look at the life of Christ, he always emptied himself for others.
Yes.
So, I see that in the scriptures. I don't see it too much, in other quote unquote Christians, but at least I know that I need to follow what the text say. And I try to implement those principles in every walk of my life. I owe it. I owe it to my competitors. They pay me. I have to be there to serve them. So.
Well, and you live it every day. I told Sunny you guys were praying before you guys went on stage. I thought that was so impactful, and I appreciate that you let people know that you are a God-fearing man.
Yeah.
So another point that I want to hit on with you is being a judge. Talk about what that is to, exactly, every competitor knows what they need to hit, but you have such a fine-tooth comb worth of what it's supposed to be on stage. So talk about that too.
Being a judge in itself helps me as a coach, because I get to train my clients according to the criteria.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the GBO has grown and the quality of athletes have expanded, but I get the opportunity to sit at the table and see all the competitors firsthand. So
yes.
I know as well as my own competition, I know my clients' competition. I know who's coming. I know who's strong. I have my favorites. I talk to them on a regular. So it's like the best of both worlds, being a competitor and then being on, at the table. And then especially it helps me to be able to accept the outcome also, because I know that they judge it fairly.
Yes.
So.
I think that's a huge component of GBO too, making sure that you're judging fairly. It's a huge component of any competition, right?
Yeah.
But knowing what each criterion is judged off of. Talk a little bit about what it's like to judge. Well, not judge, I guess. What it's like to train other athletes that are also coaches, and that are also big into the world, that know things, right?
That's an honor in itself, because actually all but one, two of my athletes here, everybody are coaches. I even have a coach.
Yep.
So this year, I have a coach. I feel like, look, Michael Jordan needed Phil Jackson.
Yep.
Tom Brady needed. I forgot his name. I'm on the spot, but every champion needed a coach. So.
And who's your coach?
What it is. His name is Chris Alejandro. He's actually underrated, but he should get some respect after this.
Good.
Because this is the best I ever look. I don't know my placing, but that doesn't matter. It's the best I look, and it was a great investment. So.
Talk about what it was like to be up there, rotating, about being up there on stage.
It's been a little over a year since I competed last, so I will always have a love for the stage, but my real true love is to be able to build champions. So
James Mickles, GBO bodybuilding pro. We cannot wait to see who the Atlas crowns, and I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's an honor to be standing here with you, and it's an honor to know you.
I appreciate it.
Likewise,